Welcome to episode 11 of Yeah the Girls, the official Geelong Cats AFLW podcast, brought to you by Deakin University, home to the world's #1 sports science school. We are here. It is a Tuesday afternoon. We're rolling with the Tuesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Oh my goodness. Can you tell that I've had a big week? Moving house at the moment. I've been cleaning all day and I've lost the track of the days. It is Wednesday afternoon, which is very different.
Wednesday afternoon, open training.
It is open training.
And it's a great day outside. I did not. Usually I'm a person, when I'm going to work, I dress to manifest the weather. Like I'll be dressing in something and everyone's like, gee, it is overcast and about 16 degrees and I'm in a dress.
And you've got your dress on.
Yeah. And today I totally misread it. I had boots on, my feet were sweating. Probably didn't need to share that.
Was it your UGG boots that you had on?
No, it wasn't my UGG boots, but it is coming out stunning.
It is, and hopefully there's going to be lots of people out there to come and say hi and get us prepped for the game in that open training out there, and obviously for Sunday, which we'll get to very shortly. But before we get there, we've got a big show lined up as always. We'll look back at our weekend's game against Hawthorn. We're going to find out which cat is that. I said to the girls yesterday, it's an exciting one today. I enjoyed.
You were pretty happy.
I enjoyed chatting with this person. We'll be ranking with Georgie Rankin, and we'll be joined by a very special guest, Claudia Gunjaca, having an amazing season. Named in the team of the week again, I think. No,
not this week. But she has been.
She has, yeah.
Twice now?
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so she has
Sorry,
been.
Gunch. Check my stats. But she has. She's having a great season. So we'll look forward to chatting with her. So it's all that and more thanks to Deakin. So
I just got a elephant in the room. I don't have my pink drink bottle. I'm very sad about it.
Do you know what though? I did look thinking, this is a little bit bougie with your glass of water.
I got in the car and I said to Renee before, I've left my drink bottle at home, and
which is relatively new.
It is. It's the pink one with the straw, and it's my emotional support drink bottle, and I've left it at home. And
none of us have it actually. So if we start,
I've got mine down
Renee's
there.
got hers hiding, but.
Okay.
It's devastating when you leave it somewhere. I left mine here at the club the other night, and then I was like,
oh, the
where did I put it?
stress.
Where did I leave it?
It's a stress. Like I'm stressed now. But anyways,
I know.
I've got my glass of water.
It's like that
so
time we were in
good.
Tassie and I left an average water bottle at one of the cafes, and Scotty and Bowie insisted they would walk back with me, and it was like double the amount of time to get back, I swear. And we turned up and it's like it was a proper plastic one, but like honestly, I could have just bought another. And I'd put a sticker on, and anyway, shout out to the gals.
Yeah.
Hydrated queens.
But good feels, a little bit of a different week, obviously coming off a Saturday game leading into a Sunday final. But let's talk about the game.
Let's talk about the lead up to the game
we can
first.
talk about the lead up to the game.
Yeah. Lead up to the game, we obviously had very emotional.
It was very emotional.
Very emotional for all of us. I just remember when you stood up there and I thought you were doing our Geelong way.
Same. And I was like,
then,
Renee's got it tucked in her arm.
And then when Bowie's like, remember, like, I'll do the Geelong way after. And I thought, oh gosh, and he said, I've got something to say. And I sat forward and I was like, my God, same. What's about to come out?
I know.
Renee is retiring.
Yes.
Well done, Renee. You've had such an amazing career, and we'll touch on a little bit about that now. But, how does it feel? You've probably been thinking about this for most of the season, or is it something that sort of popped up in recent weeks? Like, I've definitely had no inkling that you were going to hang up the boots.
I had no idea that was coming.
Yeah, no, it has been something that my husband Tony and I had been talking about, and knew during this season that this was the right time for us and our family. So it's been an interesting thing actually, knowing this without your teammates knowing, but it's meant that even more so this season, every training session, every gym session, every game that I've had the opportunity to play I've been all that more grateful for.
And you've been so inspiring in that space. Like, I think it's, there's a number of players who I think across the board are very, vocal, or, we are quite a grateful group that recognise this, and particularly having mums in our group who have worked their ass at getting back, to be in a position to play. But I know a number of conversations we've had, maybe I should have thought more into it. And I was like, I was just constantly inspired by every time you had an opportunity and your attitude and perspective towards it, of just being like, how great's this? Because I didn't know that I was going to get the chance to do this, and every time when it comes. And you amazing. Are a trailblazer in terms of just putting everything out there on the track.
Yeah, you'll leave a lasting legacy, Renee. And, you know, we touched on it earlier when you got to have that opportunity to play your first game back since having Parker and being able to hold him after the game. And I just could imagine that emotion. And, you know, now that you can say, you know, you did it with him and you can go on and have more babies if you like. And you've just moved house, so no, exciting times ahead.
I don't think you could upsize actually. Your last house was
no, I think
quite
it's actually we've realised we've got a lot of stuff and this house is actually smaller, so we'll work through that. But no, it is.
You're not hanging up the boots quite yet.
No, and that's it. And I think in the lead up to the game, it was really obviously I was just happy to share and to, I suppose, I really loved actually this week by the group, but to now for everyone to know it's like, let's keep training together. Let's keep getting another game under our belt and as a group. So we're stoked when we got the win that it's that I got to come back to the club this week and then and hopefully we can continue on. But that's exactly right. But no, it was really nice to be able to share, and I am very grateful for what's been an incredible journey and which is not over yet. So
not over yet.
But thank you, girls, for the very kind words. Let's deflect. I'm not very good at the attention being on myself. So no, but thank you. Let's talk about the game.
Gunj has just walked in. We are starting the game, so you might want to, I don't know, pull a chair, make yourself comfortable because you'll be standing for a little
bit. Have a seat, babe.
Got plenty of highlights to reel off and to talk through from the weekend. But a great result, obviously, and another four-quarter performance. Yep. So we think the last couple of weeks, in terms of the way that we've wanted to play and come together as a side, it was another performance that we can walk away. Again, things that we can review and reflect on and fix and tweak, but as a whole, a good performance.
Totally. The amount of our inside 50 count was massive. They were, you know, our contested possessions, uncontested possessions. I think all of the ones on the board were like plus 20 or something. 20 and above. So seeing that come into it, we knew that we had to nail it in all of those areas and then to convert so well. So what we had 7 different individual goal kickers, like that's just awesome. Obviously off the bat and still more opportunities to actually convert and have that efficiency in front of goal. But it was great to see. We spoke on that post the last game, obviously that score line, there was quite a few behinds then. So to really lock in, credit to our forwards and also mids and probably our deliveries as well, like that connection piece that was chatted on a lot throughout the week.
Yeah, 100%. And, you know, we sort of touched on it last week, where our best footy's at, and that's
defenders. We also had a defenders goal.
Yes, we did.
With your support behind me.
Get in there, just squeeze in.
No, but yes, as I was saying, like our best footy, how does that look? And from the last couple of weeks, like you can really feel that, can't you? So when we're getting that contested footy forward and using our outside run and control of the game, you know, we look great. And, you know, as you touched on, there's still those little elements we can add each week, which is so exciting. And I feel like you come into the game and that's what you're looking for, isn't it? That like perfect four-quarter performance every week. So I feel like we're really hitting our straps these last few weeks and adding those elements outside of footy as well, which is great amongst the group.
And a couple of individual things, special mentions. Zali Friswell got the Rising Star, a well-deserved, and we've been able to see what she's done, not just this season, but prior to that.
She was on the pod. She was on the pod last week.
That was it. And also her 17 disposals and a few intercepts in there and a great
grass,
run.
Couple of bounces. What did she have? 3 bounces in a row?
And could have kept going if I got out of her way, maybe. But no,
isn't that she's at her best when she's just running quick.
And she's hard to chase. I've chased her a few times at training, and I'm like, nah, she's gone.
She's gone.
So good. And Shiri got her 50th goal. I think was it her first or a second one?
I think she said that she I don't know if it was in the game or after the game, but she did say to me, I gave Lingy a kiss on the cheek because
she gave it a handball.
I don't know at what stage it was, but bless.
Let's get the replay of that. I'd love to see it.
But congratulations, Shiri. 50 goals is an awesome achievement, and we look forward to seeing you kick plenty more. So she got the 3, I think, on the weekend, which was awesome to see. As you said, lots of different contributors. But Shiri, well done on those 50th goals. Some big performances from a number of different players. There was 4 in the AFLW team of the
Yes,
week.
you got
I think
that
I
one right.
got
No, you
that
got that
right,
one
but it
right. There was
wasn't. Sorry,
4.
Gunja named you in there this
was
week,
Becky
but it was
Winter.
Hickory.
Our very
Oh, it was
own.
Becky. Oh,
Becky
he
was
was
in
a
there.
defender. I was like,
Nina,
oh, that was fair enough too.
Becky,
But
Nina,
good game too.
Prez, and who was the
Sherry.
fourth?
And Sherry,
Sherry.
yes. So, some
Great
really good
representation.
individual performances, and as we've mentioned, the midfield were working at work again, getting first use of the ball.
Prez,
plenty.
I think 35 highest ever disposals for Geelong as well, and she spent 17 minutes on the bench.
I was
last
about to say, and she had a good rest
Yes.
as well. So credit to her. I think
Smashed it.
I think they said it like it was midway through the second or something like that, and she was already up to 20. And I was sitting there watching the game back with Jackie, and I thought, oh my god, what is she about to get? I hadn't checked the stats yet, but
So
she'd had a
good.
little
Yeah,
rest.
and Nina got did she get her highest, I think, individual?
Was it
34?
34? Yeah.
So yeah, the two of them.
And a goal. Smashed
Yes.
it, Neens. Well
Yeah.
done.
Has Neen's kicked a goal every game? Or maybe bar one. She's been
She's
pretty
been very
consistent
She has been.
for us.
Yeah,
So good.
Of converting.
yeah.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, some
multiple huge game
Lots of
performance
different
across the board. It was awesome to see.
So our High Performer of the Week, presented by our high performance partner, Deakin University, a global leader in sport education. As we mentioned, there's been a number of players that really stepped out and stood out. But G, do you want to award our High Performer of the Week for this week from Deakin?
Gotta be Frizzali. Deacon would be proud of her.
Yes.
Frizz, just off the back of what she obviously spoke to the listeners and to us about last week, just seeing her play with that sort of confidence and getting those opportunities. As she said, there's some games and it just isn't on your side of the ground as the winger.
Yeah.
You do a lot of running. So to see it all fall into place and see her make the most of that,
Yeah.
just proud of that girl.
I
So
have
proud.
to throw in there. She had an off-feet session on Monday because her high-speed meters went through the roof on Saturday. So the physio.
That is so good.
You can be on the bike. Because
I love that.
I think over 800 plus high-speed meters,
Wow.
which is
a
amazing
lot.
to listeners.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so well done, Frizz.
level.
Special mentions, as we said,
Well
to
done,
Prez,
Frizzer.
Sherry, a special mention to Sherry,
Webby.
and
Neens.
Croc, Neens.
Croc,
and we could
didn't
just
shout
list,
Croc.
yeah,
Croc,
Croc.
Yeah.
Croc was everywhere in the.
She was.
particularly in the first half. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, this girl is absolutely everywhere.
some crucial one-on-ones against
Yeah.
players that were like two
Yeah.
heads taller than her too.
Yeah,
So
and then came into the midfield in that last quarter and had her leadership in there and attack pressure and things like that as well. So
so good.
some great things all round. Anything else you want to mention on the game, girls, before we happy? Well, we'll come back to touching more on finals and the weekend's game. But as we said, 105 GMHBA home game, which is exciting
Woohoo.
for the elimination final against Essendon. So we'll touch more on that later. But we might have a little short break and then we're coming back with our special guest, Claudia Gunjaca.
Cats fans, Jeremy Cameron here. Are you ready to be part of history once again? In 2023, we shattered our membership record, hitting over 80,000 members for the very first time. In 2024, we are raising the bar. Be one in hoops with us as we try to break the membership record again. Experience exclusive benefits, insider access, and the thrill of being part of greatness. Secure your 2024 Cats membership today at geelongcats.com.au. Go the Catters.
And we're back, and we've got our special guest, Claudia Gunjaca, known to the group as
Gunjaca.
Gunj or Claude. She's got a couple of nicknames.
Or what are you thinking of my little name for you at the moment?
Claudie.
Claudie.
It's like my grandma.
I have been absolutely smashing the Claudie. It's okay, Claudie.
That's
Picking her
actually
up off
so
the ground.
sweet. You're probably the only one who can do it.
She usually calls me babe or something.
Doll.
Yeah. Well, Gunj, we're really excited to chat. We've actually got a few exciting things prepped for you today.
I'm
a few fun things. But we do want to start by touching on the great season that you are having. And I think I saw some stats yesterday that I think you're third in the league for intercepts on 72 with the stats. So pretty amazing effort.
Thank you.
Was there did you have a personal goal coming into this season of an aspect of your game that you wanted to work on coming in, or was there something particular?
Probably like nothing really in particular except, first thing was obviously get my body right this year. Last year was pretty tough for me injury-wise, and so my off-season really just spent the whole time like rehabbing and then building back running and trying to get as fit as possible. And then I guess for me just I feel like I just had still so much untapped potential last season that I hadn't even slightly tapped into yet. So I just wanted to sort of see how far I could get this season and just keep chipping away at it really. Slowly grinding away at trying to improve each and every week. And but it's more so a credit to our backline as well. We all work so well together, and it allows each individual to play their role when everyone's playing their own as well. So
we're definitely doing that, and I think there's been continually improvement throughout the season. But has there been someone either within that backline or backline coach or Dan? Is there someone that's particularly played a role in your development this season or over the last couple of years?
Well, definitely Flinny. Like, she's always open and available to chat every week and runs through my edits and everything like that. So I often, chat to her a fair bit, and Meg as well, I think has been great for me, obviously having her leadership down back, but as a partnership as well. I feel quite close and connected with her this year, and I think that really helps me with my game as well to be to have her as a model to go off. So she's been really helpful, and also Brucey in the off season spent a lot of time kicking with me every week. I'd message him to come to a kicking session. So whether it was half an hour, an hour, he'd come and help me out. So shout out to him as well.
Yeah, awesome. Love it.
As a fellow backliner, I feel when I look back and I've got yourself and Meg just holding the pillars down there.
And your voice as well, particularly we do have a little, which we probably haven't gone through. There's a little blurb here about, you coming into it, but your leadership is so strong, and I particularly reckon this season is where you've heard it go to another level. We've seen it so strongly in the VFL, and then whether it was, coming in and finding your feet, and now, gosh, I know you're telling me when I need to hold back or push across, and, those front layers of defence with the two of you behind, there's so much stability and trust there for sure.
I think leadership was a big thing I wanted to work on this year. Probably took a few steps back the last couple of seasons to find my feet, and being thrown into the back line as well. It was new too, and to understand how everyone plays. So I think trying to build on my leadership as well has been a big thing, and it's good to have you guys to be able to take that feedback from behind as well. It's been really good.
I also feel like we haven't touched on
the eye.
The eye.
It's stunning. Give the camera a good look at the
This is the best it's looked all week.
How's the vision?
So, vision is good, finally.
Great.
Today's the first day it's not blurry or have half a lens over my eye or something.
God.
But I got it cleared. There's no eye injury, so
good.
It just looks
so no
phenomenal.
Mason Cox goggles next week.
No goggles. I was going to rock up with the pirate.
I just love how circular it is.
It's the perfect Sharon.
Do you reckon it was the point?
Yeah, it felt like the point. So
What's bizarre though is you still look so stunning.
I know.
I'd have my injury and I'd look like this.
I feel like a zoo animal. I forget I've got it, and they go out in public.
Oh,
and
someone's staring right at it. Yeah. Gunji, now we have touched, well, I think, was it in a ranking with Rankin? Maybe I did
I think it might have been in the pump up.
Yes, the pump up edition, your pre-game lines that get rolled out. So where did it come from? How early do you start planning it? Which one's been your favourite? Just give us a bit of insight.
No, I honestly just on the day, I just think of something that's a little bit of a joke. I don't know. I think I spend my whole life just trying to throw humour into every moment. And so I think what better way than to pump everyone up with a bit of a joke. So, I just think of some catch line to do with the team. If it's Hawks, whether it's about a bird or, something like that, I won't go into what I've said before.
in a sanctum style.
It kind of excites me every week and gives me something to focus on that's not the game, and I really enjoy it.
When did it come in the first time you did that? Because we were talking before, and it was obviously Nay with her pregnancy that when she missed that season.
I used to go in and do the 3-2-1.
And then did you do it from the start? Because you definitely jumped straight into the hands in.
Kezzy used to do it, and then she wasn't playing, and then I was playing, and all of a sudden it just went silent, and I was like, oh shit, someone's got to do it. So I just did it, and then just roll with it. So
I feel like going back to VFL days, did you used to pull out the one-liners then?
I would have probably. So
I love it.
It's part of your DNA, honestly. And I think, as you said, throwing humour into things, you're someone that I look at and I go, I just feel like you're so good at going, footy's here, I'm narrowed in, I'm here for footy. but then you've got such a good balance being like, and then I'm going to live my life, and you know how that looks. Give us an insight into how you manage that, or is it something you actively go, yeah, now I'm switching off, or is it so natural, innate in just how you are?
I think it helps that I came into footy late, and I see every day here as a privilege more than anything because, you know, I didn't get a chance to play growing up, and then I went through my 18, 19, 20-year-old phase where I just partied, so that was great. And I had that time to sort of do that, and I guess that's the perk of being a mature age player.
I think we're like the same age, aren't we? Good.
Yeah, but that's what I got picked up as a mature age, so at the ripe old age of 24. So, but yeah, I think having done all that, and then I've sort of got this life already established, and so to have this, I see as just I'm really grateful for. So when I come here, I do my thing and sort of hone in on footy, but then I like to switch off, and you know, I've got friends outside of footy and family and everything, and you know, being from Geelong too, you've got plenty of family and stuff here, so quite easy to switch off, whereas obviously some of the girls who aren't from here and footy is life, so I guess that would be a bit more difficult, but yeah.
And your family is such an important part of your life. They're always here at every game, your mum and your dad, your brother, his girlfriend.
They're going to listen to this.
Absolutely. So do you want to give them a bit of a shout out to you? I know you and your mum have such a close relationship, and it's so cute seeing her every week as well.
Yeah.
I feel like she's my mum.
I was just about to say, I feel like they're my parents.
Yeah. My mum thinks she can kiss and hug everyone.
So cute.
But it's such a Croatian thing to do. We're obviously Croatian background, so family is huge for us, and my parents are super, super supportive and come every week, as do most people's parents, but Dad is on the computer 24/7 looking at AFL.com, like looking at stats. He'll tell me everything about like Georgie's game or Becky's game, and like he'll know everything. So he finds out stuff before I do, really. But yeah,
Don't all dads do that?
Oh,
did your dad grow up playing football?
He would like to say he's a gridiron player, but we are just huge Cats fans, and Mum and Dad always took us to the games here growing up. So I always kick to kick with my brother in the backyard. I'd pretend to be like Gary Ablett.
So who's your favourite player?
Back then? Who was I loved Cameron Mooney. So
oh my goodness,
big fan. Yeah.
He was my favourite growing up.
Yeah, loved him. So I always would pretend I was him. But
now, who's your favourite player?
Now, who's my favourite player? Oh, can't list them all. There's too many. No, they're all great.
Any more questions, girlies?
No, I'm ready for this.
I'm
waiting for this.
I've got a little quick fire for you because there's
a
few not juicy ones, but just one-liners for you. So just give us what first comes to your mind, babe.
Okay.
Celebrity crush.
Oh, shit. Again, really hard to choose.
Take your time.
Celebrity crush.
No, it's quick fire.
Yeah, I'm clearly not quick firing right now. Jesus Christ, this is hard. I would probably say Harry Styles still. Yeah.
I love. You went to his concert this year, didn't you?
Of course, and big
So
1D
good.
fan back in the day.
Well, what's your favourite song at the moment?
Favourite song at the moment is actually Revelry by Kings of Leon.
And what's your favourite all-time song?
All-time song? I do love... I wish I was a punk rocker.
Oh, I love it.
What a banger. Yeah.
So good. And then what is your favourite concert or live music you've ever been to? Because you said you do go to quite a lot.
I go to
It's
so
great.
many. Favourite concert I've ever been to. I went to Miley Cyrus when she was in her wild era, and that
love
was
that.
insane.
Wrecking Ball?
Yeah, that was fun. And
Was that in Melbourne?
That was in Melbourne. And then, oh my God, I've just been to so many that I just
could
love them all.
imagine.
They're all great.
So good.
Yeah.
Dress or pants?
Dress obviously for an occasion, but pants on like
Every other
dinner.
day.
Yeah.
Love. Favourite movie or series?
Favourite series is The Bear at the moment. I obsessed with that show.
So good. Movie?
Any rom-com. I am obsessed with a rom-com.
Love that. Makeup or skincare?
I love my skincare. Yeah.
Nice. You're obviously in the back line. If there was any other position you could play, what position would it be?
Probably forward. Yeah.
Full forward. Dream holiday destination?
Croatia.
Love. Hot girl walks, your thing, podcast or music?
Definitely music.
Nice. And then favourite cheat meal?
Favourite cheat meal? probably like a chicken schnitty.
Oh, nice. And I know you love your Asian fusion. So what's your favourite Asian fusion dish?
Oh, kingfish ceviche.
Love. That is all stressful. You've done very well. I would be stumped, but good job, Gunj.
Especially on the music one. I've always find them hard to answer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Or movies
And think
or
of the,
shows.
what is the name of it? And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
It's
yeah.
always on my Spotify Wrapped, so
yeah.
embedded. Yeah.
I love that.
Well, it's time for Which Cat Is That? Bit of a score check.
Oh, can we not
the
do
guests,
these?
The guests are on
We've
board.
combined.
3.5.
Yeah,
With Becky's point.
well, do you know what I
4.5?
was like? Yeah, if we finished last week, it was 4.5 and we got the win.
Oh,
But we've continued,
yeah.
so
I feel like Gunj is pretty good at this.
This
actually.
is my favourite
Yeah.
game. I guess
Yeah,
yours
good.
in
Yeah.
2G.
Yeah.
2. I know you so well.
So the listeners are often after we film the podcast, I go and test the rest of the team if we're sitting around getting strapped and stuff. And
actually, as
Gunj
soon
is
as we leave the
very
room,
good.
everyone's like, all right, give me the
Yeah,
first clue.
yeah.
We have to
Remember them.
listen. We need to get our listeners up.
Anyway, we know how to play because Gunj listens and follows along. But we've got a buzzer today.
Going with G.
G? Becky?
Becky.
Becky?
I'm going to go, Claudia.
Claudie. All right, there's up to 8 clues. Let's see how long it takes to guess this one.
Come on, Becky. you
I'm
do.
stressed.
All right, this cat played junior football with the boys. This cat was picked up by the Cats through the draft.
G. Becky.
It's not Becky.
I went early.
Bow.
All right. This cat is an only child.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
This cat has played in the same football team as another teammate before they came to Geelong.
Oh.
I'm just trying to think who's an only child.
Same.
Clue 5. This cat has been to Egypt.
Oh.
Fun.
I know, right?
Shoot. This is hard.
There's not many only children though.
I can't even think.
This cat has only ever worn the 1 jumper number when playing footy. This cat has the same initials as another teammate.
So many McDonald's. Are you out?
Yeah, I know.
She's out.
but,
So you
like,
can only come back
surely-
in if these two guess. They've got to guess first.
There's not many that have the same.
What do you mean there's not many? I feel like
It's
there's
the
so
same
many.
initials.
I feel like there's a few.
Is there? All right, continue. I'm out
All right.
anyway.
You ready for the last clue?
Yeah, I need it.
This cat refers to several of our teammates as mum.
Oh, guys.
Wait, I've got to think of this. I got to think.
Oh
Wait,
my
this cat
goodness.
refers to...
Come on, guys.
Oh, yeah, Claudia.
Yeah, close.
Abby McDonald.
It is
I
Abby
was going to say that
McDonald.
before.
I was going to say Abby, and then I was like, no, she hasn't been to Egypt.
That's what I was
She's
going
been
to
to
say.
I'm like, why do I not
With her
picture her in
family.
Egypt?
Yeah.
And she loved it. And she said it was educational and
Wait,
she
when
was
did
right
she
into
go to
it. When she was little.
educational?
When she was a bit younger.
Oh my
Go.
god!
So
Abby
way
came to
too
my
early.
mind, and I
Yeah.
just was
Same,
like,
but then I was like,
nah.
she didn't go to Egypt.
she went to Egypt.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And she's an only child. Yep.
I basically
played with-
gave that. I gave that to
Gave
the
it up.
guys.
She played with Prez and Frizz in their
True.
Yeah,
Coates
that's so
League
true.
Yes.
team.
That's what made me think as well. I was thinking of like
Like an
older.
AFLW.
Yeah, and because she said came to Geelong, I was like, oh, it must have been at another club.
No, I was
Stop
trying,
me.
I'm trying to trick you.
Fool me.
You've
I
done
did.
very well. Oh, that would have been a good one talking to her.
It was.
actually,
It
on
was
the
so
phone.
good. I was like, "Abs, you happy to be?"
Was she like, oh, what do you want to know?
No. She's like, I was thinking about this. I'm like, no, she was awesome.
I
So
still want to get Ab on the podcast.
Yeah,
I
she'd
think
be
the
a laugh.
listeners really need to see her at her, maybe not at her rawest, but
we-
like
Do we have beeps
filtered
that
version
censor it?
of the rawest. Oh, well
Not
done.
at piano
Gunj.
bar.
Okay, so we have to pass. Well, I mean, pass. We have to win this weekend so me and Becky can get back in the league.
Lots of things
and
to
for
win
multiple
for.
other
Yes,
reasons,
yeah.
obviously. But
but part of it, yeah. But thank you so much, Gunj, for coming on, having a chat with us. Hopefully our listeners have learned a few things about you, actually.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Thanks for jumping on, Dol.
Been fun.
With a new course, Deakin Business School is preparing graduates to capitalise on the golden opportunities in sport management. It's time to take charge of your career with the Executive Masters of Sports Management. A one-of-a-kind qualification is designed as a more advanced version of Deakin's popular Master of Business Sport Management. which is the #1 ranked program of its kind in Australia. Delivered online via Deakin's Cloud Campus, the EMSB provides students with a focus on specific business knowledge, including areas of strategy, sport governance, leadership, and fan engagement. Capitalise on the golden decade with a degree that will give you the skills you need. Head to deakin.edu.au.
And we're back, and it is time for Rankin with Georgie Rankin.
We are back, and special shout out to one of our biggest fans.
He would be one of our biggest
got
fans.
to every single game. Eric, who has
Interstate
come, I was about to say,
I know.
flown. Every week he has a new sign.
Multiple new signs.
Well,
I think.
multiple. It's so
Yeah.
true. And on the weekend he had his own ranking with Eric, and it was top defenders with the name Georgie. #1, Georgie Rankin. And it was so sweet.
good.
Did you get a photo with him?
Yeah, I did.
love
I saw
it.
it when I was coming in, out the front doors.
stunning.
And I was like, make sure we get a photo at the end because this is just great.
Too
And
good.
he was so chuffed. So chuffed. So shout out Eric. That was brilliant. Actually, I reckon there is one already on the Insta. They shared
Is
it.
there?
I think
From
we
Cat
did.
saying
Yeah, I
yours.
think I saw it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like,
Right.
I've seen this photo.
Which was so good. But today's is top 5 moments or memories or things that we're going to miss.
I was wondering
about
why we
you.
hadn't talked about this. I'm like, pre-pod we normally go through what your ranking is, and I was like, oh, yeah, we haven't done it, so I was
We
just
haven't.
like, yes.
No. So, and I had to write it down and then be like, where do they all shift around? Because there's so much we're going to miss about you.
Oh.
These are just a couple of ones that I think most of the group would be able to touch on as well. So starting in at #5, and something I guess you're quite known for is the sorries. The sorries that we hear from Renee. If I step on Renee's foot, Renee says sorry.
I might have been in your way.
cutest.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
But it's so beautiful. I think we've even got from the clip which was also beautiful when you were told at the start of this season that you were playing. And then I'm pretty sure Dan's like, would you stop crying?
Yeah.
You're like, sorry.
yes. Yeah. Harden up, I think.
Let her have a moment, please. But that's definitely something I know across the seasons that we've been like, challenge Nay.
Yeah, I've
Don't
been
say
working
sorry
on
to
it.
anyone. So that comes in for me at #5. #4 would be a bit of a hostess with the mostest. You have always got the plain snacks on the other side. I literally said this when we walked out. I'm like, who is it that when I've eaten breakfast, somehow skipped lunch and we've flown interstate and we get to the other side and I am starving, and you always seem to have a muesli bar. And then we had post-training at the start of this season. You had a salad roll bar set up for us. Do you
That
remember
was
that?
God's gift.
All the bread rolls. There was even avocado, chicken. It was all pre-broken up. We had the trestle table
so
out the
good,
front. And that is one that Prez did mention as well. She's like, she even made sandwiches for us. Well, not made them. Had them all there ready to go. So we're totally going to miss that. That's the mum and you. But it's always been
Love a
always
spread.
been you.
Love a spread.
Love a good spread. Even when we went to your house that time.
Yeah.
When we came over
you did.
and
We
that
had
was
salad rolls
when
that
you were,
day.
yes,
Yeah.
and we did the
Tony's
whole-
on the coffees.
Yes.
I miss that. I'm sorry I missed that. But
Yeah, I was talking to actually someone that used to be part of the program. They reached out and as part of what they said was our bachelor nights that we used to have too.
Oh, yeah,
And we'd sound like
dubs.
Mexican at my house and
Oh
bachelor
my
nights.
gosh.
Yeah.
that was
That's
good.
a great shout. And we
I was like,
actually
oh,
did
yeah.
Did
Yeah,
we
we
actually
did,
do
yep.
pull
Yeah,
the
pull out the
heads or whatever?
Draw,
We had-
didn't we?
Yeah, it was
Draw?
always Mexican. I loved that.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
good.
memories,
God.
memories.
Memories. #3 comes in at our nominated counter. When we're out there going into teacher mode. Dan, get in groups of 7. Count them up.
Renee, where are you? Do we have enough numbers?
Sometimes I don't even think we get to the point of being like, where's Nay? Because you always go, 7 over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6, we need an extra one. Just sorting the
love
group
it.
out.
The PE teacher and me. You got to get them going
absolutely is.
quickly.
Brags, you better step
Yeah.
up, girl, because that's one of our other
Limit the
teachers.
transition time.
So that for me came in at #3. Hard for 2 and 1, but #2 I put in as, I think your pregnancy announcement was just magical. Of you'd been injured,
Yeah.
and it was
Well, I'd been injured. I'd been injured. in grade 10.
But you had earlier in this, wasn't it back like early in the preseason?
Oh no, I was pregnant.
Oh, you played
No, my favourite moment was going in the running.
Yeah.
God, Becky, you've gotten fit. You're keeping up with Renee. Meanwhile, this girl is pregnant.
I was struggling. I'm like, everyone's getting fitter and I'm getting less quick.
I think at that point you'd probably been told to slow down.
Yeah.
Well, there was a few times where it was like Renee's out, because she's still rehabbing, or you just need to ease off Nay, and you're not very good at the easing off. And so I was like, oh my goodness, this is a new person who knows how to like go into second gear. What is this? Anyway, but it was a special moment when it was injury updates. We got some scans done, and up on the screen just comes your baby scan. And we have that group photo. I love that photo of us all holding you. And I mean, that was just one that really, really stood out for me. And then coming in at number 1, I think what all of us are going to miss is just your beast mode. I mean, there was that video that came out of everyone saying the one word, and the amount of people were like, beast, beast, beast. But you just attack it so hard. And, we had a conversation, I think, a couple of weeks ago about that, I think Dan had said when I was crossing his desk, he's like, you know what you're going to get from Renee week after week, and it's tackling machine. You cannot break a tackle from you, and you head over the footy. You've had the Joel Selwood look a couple of times, the blood down the face, but whether it's your running power, whether it's picking those up around you, of driving those standards, you just epitomise bloody getting to work.
Elite standards, Renee, and the whole group. I know personally, like whenever I feel like just going through the motions, I just look at you and your work you put in. You're a mum, you're a jet, you go hard at every opportunity you get, and that's not just because you're hanging up the boots. It's from day dot, and it's just so inspiring, and you've really you've pulled the group through. It's been so good.
Thanks, girls. I'm like, don't cry.
I'm actually
I was like, I'm like, I'm not going to look at
I
you.
can't.
Had enough tears.
That was really hard to do, because then even as I was saying it, I was like, well, then there was when you were announced that you were playing again this season, or things like when you're working hard to get back in the side this year, and there is so many that you could pick up on. So I've done my best, guys, to do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but now you're just going to be your presence is going to be so missed.
Well, I'm going to be around still. Parker, myself, and Tony on the sidelines, supporting.
I was like, oh my God,
no. We'll be there cheering. I've said to a couple of people, we're going to be number 1 fans, and then I was like, actually, no, we can't be as big a fan as Eric. We're not going to go interstate, unfortunately, and many of our great members and fans out there. But we will be supporting well and truly, and you'll still see plenty of us. But we're not done yet.
We are not
done yet, and that's exciting.
Renee is here to stay.
Yeah, that's the last of the kind of nostalgia reminiscing for now.
No, but thank you. That was very kind, G. But we're not done yet. Exciting that it's another week. Exciting that it's another final.
Exciting it's at home.
Exciting that it's at home, and there's a great feel. It's actually Run for Geelong that morning, and I put out on my Instagram because I was like,
that, Renee.
it's Run for Geelong, and people can be out and about. Go get some lunch and then come to the game. Like, I think that there's
You've just ran for Geelong. Come in
no,
here.
there's lots going on. Like, it's hopefully going to be a really great weekend in Geelong, and we would love to see lots of people break the numbers of people that we've had at our games. 105, middle of the day, Sunday.
We're challenging you. Let's
come out.
Breaking.
And if you are a listener, Eric, I know you do this so well, share on your socials. We're calling it out. On the weekend, I think we had our second highest crowd for the season, and we could feel it. It's electric. It really brings us, and
it's a big game. Like, not only it's a big game because it's the final, but there is a rivalry there with the Bombers. We're not shying away from the game we played against them.
Yep.
We had a loss. Wasn't our best performance. So there is a lot of feel going into this of...
And I feel like you either love Essendon or you hate them. So if you dislike Essendon, you're going for Geelong this week. Even if you don't barrack for Geelong, you're going for Geelong. Yeah, absolutely. Get around us, girls. Like, we've busted our bums this pre-season.
And we know
it's been growing. And, we're feeling so fit, ready to go, fired up. Your support means so much to us.
And we feel it, like you can hear it on the ground, and it has such an impact. So
it can help swing the momentum. Not putting it on you guys. Obviously, we carry the load, but it can really get those shifts in momentum coming. And we're definitely not shying away from, the challenges or the way that the Bombers were able to a degree, shift us out of the way we wanted to play. So those are the things that we want to you know, after having 2 really consistent weeks, we need to bring that again this week.
Yep.
Don't allow anyone to move us out of our game style because we're elite when we get it right.
And focus in on that. And I think it is exciting in terms of potentially it could be the first win for the Cats women's. Like we've been in finals a couple of times, but that in itself could be history and doing it.
Be part of history.
Be part of history. So we would love to see as many people as can make it on Sunday. We'd love that support. There's always lots going on. It's funny, during the week you chat with people that have brought their kids or brought their families and friends, and the atmosphere that's created in the club do a really wonderful job in putting on a great day. Things for the kids, face painting and activities and music and plenty going on. So there'll be plenty of that plus some great footy. So we would love to see you all there. We're excited.
Tickets are already on sale.
Yeah.
Purchase them. You can even rock up, get them there. So it's great. Exciting.
It is great. So big night. We've got our open training. So hopefully we're going to come see some of you very shortly.
So we'll put the challenge out to you as we walk up to the boundary.
I'll be see you Sunday.
So good.
Yeah.
105. Get there. We're so pumped.
So that is it for today. Thank you for listening. Thank you to our sponsors, Deakin University. We hope to see you at the game on Sunday.
And then we'll catch you next week.
See you next week.
Exactly. That is right. See ya.
Thanks, guys.